And what I always tell my clients is and What's up, guys? My name's Josh, and I run a digital agency where I help clients to reach new heights and expand their business horizons on the internet. I feel like every time that I talk to a new client about Facebook advertising, the first thing they ask is, how does it even work? Or how do I get my ads in front of the right people? So for the sake of those of you who may have that same exact question, in this video, I'm going to give a brief rundown of exactly how and why Facebook ads work. So before we get started, if you could smash that subscribe button and the little fancy bell right beside it, that way you get notified every time I drop a new video, that would be great. I know I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, but with so many questions that I get all the time from both existing and potential clients, I want to be able to plan this content and keep it steady so that I can answer those questions in a more unique way than a boring email or a text. So again, hit that subscribe button for me and let's get started. So for those of you that don't already know, Facebook ads are simply paid messages for your business designed to reach your specific goals. Advertisers, people like myself, create advertising campaigns that have specific goals or advertising objectives. We also create ad sets, which have defined audiences or demographics. And lastly, ads that contain the images and the text that you see on the front end, designed to reach your business's goals. So, like I said, there's 3 different levels to Facebook ads. You have your campaigns, your ad sets, and your ads. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna just explain a basic rundown of a basic campaign. So keep in mind that these things can get much more detailed and more expansive depending on the client that I'm working with or their needs and their goals. So when it comes to the campaign level, this is where we're gonna set up our goals. We're gonna be able to determine whether we want awareness, which is things like boosting your posts, promoting your page, reaching people near your business, increasing your brand awareness, or increasing your reach. Or we can go with consideration, and this is the objectives that get people to start thinking about you and your business and look for more information about it. So this is like sending people to a destination on or off Facebook, getting someone to install your app, raising attendance for an event, getting video views, collecting leads for your business, that kind of thing. And then lastly, we have conversion, and this is the objectives that encourage people interested in your business to purchase or use your product or service. So this is like increased conversions on your website, engagement on your app, getting people to claim your offer, promoting a product or a catalog, getting people to visit your shops, or make a purchase. So the campaign level is simply telling Facebook what you want your user to do. What's your end goal? So the next thing we have is ad sets, and this is where we're going to pick the demographic or the audience that we want to show our ads to in the end. This is where we're going to pick things like location. Do we want to show it to people in the whole state of Kentucky, for example, or around a specific town, 50 miles outside of Washington, D.C., those kinds of things. We're going to pick the gender. Do we want to show it to males, females, both? The language. Do we want English-speaking people? Do we want to target Spanish-speaking people, etc.? Interests. What are these people into? What kind of things do they like? How do they engage with other things on Facebook? And lastly, behaviors. Do they have existing purchasing behavior on Facebook from clicking different ads? What kind of devices are they using? Are they accessing Facebook via a mobile device or via a desktop device? All these things play a huge role when it comes to targeting your advertising. And lastly, connections. Do we want to show this ad to everyone? Do we want to show it to people that are connected to us or have liked our Facebook page? Or do we want to show it to people that haven't connected to us or liked our Facebook page? All depending on where we want our ad to show. And you can also do advanced targeting with your Facebook ads. I'm not going to get too much into that into this video, but that's where you can choose to include or exclude people who are connected to certain pages, apps, events, that kind of thing. Lastly, within an audience, for our ad sets, one of the most powerful features is the ability to use custom audiences or lookalike audiences. This is where you can, by utilizing a Facebook pixel that would be installed on your website or your app or what have you, this is where you can retarget those people that are already interacting and engaging with your business in one way or another. And the last tier of Facebook advertising is the actual ads itself. This is where you create the actual ad copy or creative, so like the picture or the video. So of course, all 3 levels play a vital role in how your ad is foreseen on the front end and how much engagement it gets and how well your ads are performing. When you're creating the actual ads themselves, one of the most important things to keep in mind is people like to feel happy. People like cute things. These are all factors to keep in mind when you're creating your ads. So if you're including any of those items or any of those topics within your ad copy, it makes it more engaging. It's just how people and the psychology of people works. So I'll give you an example. Say you're running a advertisement for a travel company. Showing photos of a fancy beach with nobody on it, yeah, it might be nice and all, it might have a nice sunset, what have you, but showing photos of a family playing on the beach with their dog is much more engaging, and it induces happiness into the person that's seeing it, which means they're more likely to engage with that ad and thus lead to a conversion for your ad. On the flip side of that, say you're running ads for something like a dog training company. Showing just a photo of a dog, it might be cute and it might be engaging, but showing, for example, a photo of a puppy with her 5-year-old cute kid owner, playing with them, that's going to be much more engaging. It's going to make people look, it's going to make people like it, heart it, what have you. It's going to make them, engage with it, comment on it, share it because they think it's cute. And that in turn will bring you more and more customers. So you want to make sure that your ad copy and imagery or video or whatever it is that you're using is engaging, and that it's something that people will want to share and engage with and comment. Because the more of all that you have going on, the farther up in the newsfeed that's going to become for each person, and the better it's going to perform. So just to recap, we went over the general structure of a Facebook ad campaign, what each level actually means. We had the campaign level where we set up our objectives and goals, the ad set level, which is where we tell Facebook exactly who we want to show these ads to, and lastly, the ads. So that's the stuff the potential customer sees on the front end as they're scrolling through their Facebook feed. One of the biggest things to keep in mind when it comes to Facebook and advertising is that for each and every client I've worked with, their audiences are totally different for the most part. You may be surprised who actually engages with your industry online versus in the yellow pages. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Again, if you haven't already done so, smash that subscribe button and the fancy bell to the right. That way you get notified every time I drop a new video. And if you got value out of this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm. And let's be honest, if I ever want to reach more than the 234 of you that are subscribed to me right now, I'm going to need all the help that I can get. Again, thanks so much for watching, guys, and make it an awesome day.